Hey guys, that was a crazy hunting trip. That bear almost got us, but we got our all our meat put away in the freezer. Even had enough left to give some to my neighbor right down the road here. So what I got to do now is take this stuff. I got a bunch of firewood to take to the market, my greenhouse stuff. So I'm going to get hot on that. We're down to $5,400, so we're going to get hot on that and get our bank balance up just a little bit, and we'll go from there. All right, I took 2 loads of firewood. Now I'm up here at the shop here getting some fertilizer and some chicken feed because I don't know how long or how bad the winter is going to be. I just don't know. You know, we got her in March, so we'll get this loaded up and head back to the farm. Well, we're back. We're going to get this unloaded here. Let's get hot. Quite a bit of stuff on the truck to unload. Then I think I'm going to cut a few more trees because my firewood machine there is getting a little low. There you go. We're doing pretty good up here. Doing pretty good. Not bad, not bad. All right, we'll get this done. Hey guys, I just want to show you my, I got some baby sheep out here. Check that out. Look at that. So my sheep had sheep. I got 7 more little ones here hiding in the grass. So, you know, in a few months, about 8 months, they'll be making wool themselves. So that'll be even more. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Look, there's another one. Pretty awesome. Well, guys, I was working on firewood. It's about dark and it's a freezing rain right now, so I'm walking up to my cabin. It is dark out here. Better hurry up so a bear don't get me. It's dark when the sun goes down out here. It is dark. What the heck, I must have left my truck down there. Oh well, I'll get it in the morning. Let me go in here. Oh, warmth. I gotta get out of these wet clothes. Grab something to eat. Hit it again tomorrow. Ah. All right, it's a beautiful morning here in November. Let's go down here and see what we got going on. Wait a minute. I should have had more firewood than the one. And it's eerily quiet. Oh man, my thing's not running. Something is definitely wrong with it. Dang it! And we're coming up on winter. What the heck? It is not running for sure because this thing makes a lot of racket. Well, I got a load. Let me take my load and I'll check in town there and see what they say about it. Maybe I can get somebody out here to fix it. Well, check it out, guys. I went into town. I took my firewood over there, sold it. But I talked to some guys about getting my firewood maker fixed. They said it could be a couple of months even before they could get somebody out here with the parts and everything. So I don't know. It is November, winter's coming. I probably should have kept my firewood because winter is coming and I got to heat my cabin, and that's how I do it. So what I did is I purchased a little firewood splitter up here. Won't help me a whole lot as far as selling wood, but it'll supply my cabin. That cost me $3,200. But anyway, I'm going to go pick that up and we can split some firewood. At least I'll have some for my cabin. I might have a little bit to sell. We'll see how it goes. Definitely going to be a lot slower than my other machine there. We'll see what happens here. All right, I'm back with this splitter. I'm trying to get it to work here. Hopefully at least I can get enough firewood for my cabin. I don't want to have to buy it. I really don't have the money. Alrighty, look at that. Hey, that's kind of cool. Put this piece over here. Split this again. We'll do it in fourths, I guess. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Well, I guess that'll work. I can burn that in my stove. Better than those whole logs because those aren't going to burn well. And it's almost dark. So I got enough for tonight. We'll have to come out here and cut more tomorrow. Alrighty. Got it. Alright, I'm going to put this stuff up. We'll cut more of this tomorrow. I still got a tree here I can cut up. I got enough to run my fireplace for tonight because it's going to get dark here in a minute. All right, we'll put this stuff up. Well, check it out, guys. It's January and the snow's coming down. What I'm going to do, I've got quite a bit of milk down there. I'm going to go get a tank and sell my milk. So I got to go into the shop. Hopefully I can make it. All right. About to get more snowy. Too bad about my firewood thing. I still don't know when it's going to be fixed. Right now it's prime selling time. Well, I guess I'll do it when I get back. I got to put fertilizer in my greenhouse too. Maybe I'll pick up a few more bags while I'm out here. All right, let me get on over here and get this tank. Okay, I got 4 more bundles of fertilizer and my milk tank there, so we can sell our milk. Of course, it's going to take half my profit just to pay for that tank I bought, but it is what it is. I'm going to need it eventually, and we have it now. Okay, we got some fertilizer in our milk tank, and we're heading back to the farm. I talked to the restaurant there, and they said they'd take my milk. So let's go get it. Woo, it's cold out here. Well, let me grab this fertilizer. All righty. Man, the snow's coming down. It's cold out here too, 12 degrees. Woo! Let's go get our milk. Shoot, I fed the cows. I left the barn open. I don't want a bear getting in there. I have another pallet of wool too I gotta put in the barn. Sell that in the springtime. Ooh, that sounded scary. Sasquatch cow. All right, let's head over to the restaurant, sell this milk, see how much we can get. I'm eating on my meat that I got there on my hunting trip. It's almost time to go hunting again. That was pretty fun, except for that bear part. That was scary trying to get back to my truck because the bear was between me and the truck. But I made it. Glad I'm doing this now before the snow gets too bad. I got another trip too or so I got more milk in there. Okay, we got 16,000 for that. Not too bad, not too bad. I'll take it. Let's go back and get the rest of it. Hopefully I'll be okay in this weather. It keeps getting worse and worse. The snow's getting deeper and deeper. I don't know what my limit is in this truck. Well, guys, I'm putting more fertilizer in here. It is now February. It's kind of a slow winter. Snow is still coming down. And it's cold. It's 11 degrees. Let me go in here and warm up. Oh, it's warm in here. I've been cutting firewood with my splitter there. It's working okay, but I don't have really enough to sell. It takes too long to cut it. By the time I feed the greenhouse and get some from my cabin for heat, I don't have enough left to sell. But hopefully next month they can fix my thing there. With my firewood thing down, there's not a whole lot I can do in the winter. Well, I got another thing of wool I got to put up. So I'll get hot on that. Had some eggs this morning already. That was pretty good. And I need to go hunting again. That'd be nice. All right, let me get my tractor and get this wool put up. Well, guys, it's May. I know there's a lot of snow on the ground still, but it's time to go sell my wool. I got quite a bit of wool down there, and I need to do that. It's the best time of year, I guess, to take it to the market here. And we got a little bit, so. Oh, by the way, they're supposed to come today to fix my firewood maker, which is great because it's been out for several months. That really hurt us money-wise. All right, let me grab my tractor and get this stuff loaded up. Still got quite a bit of snow on the ground. All right, let's get hot. Hey, check it out, guys. I got a little cow. Look over there. He's hiding. There he is. Look at that. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I was feeding my cows and noticed I had a new one. Check this out. Look at the all the wool I got. This is all of it, and it just fits. Got my trailer loaded down, and I got 2 in the back. So I'm going to go sell this, and we'll see how much money we can get. Oh, by the way, I signed a contract for him to build a little another barn over here to store my bales and pallets in, right over here in this area. So they should start on that today too. So we're moving along. We're moving along. I got to go sell this wool though. I need the money for that contract. Hey guys, we got about $48,000 for that. That's pretty good for that wool. And I got milk I got to take to the market. So that's pretty cool stuff right there. So I'm going to get hot. I'm going to drop this trailer off. Oh, check it out. They started on my shed while I was gone. Look at that. They are going. These guys are getting hot. And my firewood thing is working. It's a good day. Well, let me go up here and get my milk, take that to the market. We'll see what we get for that. We're not doing bad, but I got to pay for that new building. But we're doing pretty good there. I got some money in the bank. And we're coming along up here in Alaska. All right, we are off to the market to sell this. And then I got another little load to get, because I was to capacity almost. So we'll sell this and come back, I guess, and start doing some firewood since that thing's running again. That's awesome. Awesome, awesome. Okay, guys, we sold our first load of milk. We got like 14,000 for it. And I got a little partial load here, 24%. So it ain't gonna be but a couple of $1,000s, but it's a couple of $1,000 bucks. Up to 157,000. So not bad, not bad. We're coming along. Of course, I got to pay about 40 grand for that shed I'm building. 40 grand more, I think. This place is called the Alaska Dairy. Well, that's another 3,200. I'll take it. We are up to 160. Not bad, not bad. All right, let's head back to the farm and start cutting some trees there. I got to get some firewood going here. Let's see, it's May, June, July. So next month I can just cut firewood, but then the next month I got to cut that grass. Hopefully the snow will melt, and I got to cut that grass. He's supposed to be able to finish my shed by July, and that's when the snow melts. So hopefully that'll work out, and I can cut the grass, bale it, and put it in my barn, my new barn there. So there you go. Or cut the grass, make hay, bale it, put it in the new barn there. All right, so we're going to get hot. All right, guys, it's about dark. I put quite a few trees in my firewood maker there. So I'm heading up to the cabin to call it a night. I got a call from the shop. They have a used tractor up there, and I think I'm going to go trade tomorrow. He said he'd give me a good bit of mine for a trade-in, and it's got double the horsepower. So mine was struggling with some of those big trees. It was hard. All right, here we are, home sweet home. Let me go in here and warm up and get something to eat. I'm a little tired. Well, good morning. Beautiful June day. Check it out. They're coming along on our shed, so hopefully next month it'll be done, and we can put our hay and stuff in there. That's pretty cool. Let me go check the contract. I still owe just under $20,000, and I'll be done paying for this. I got to pay that next month. Not bad, not bad. Got some firewood to take. Well, what I need to do, I guess, is take my firewood. Well, I can do that later. What I'm going to do is run up there and trade my tractor. So I'm going to go up to the shop, trade my tractor, and I'm going to get some lawnmower. Oh, I'm going to take my lawnmower. Never mind. I'm going to miss this tractor, though. This has been a good one. It's pretty slick. Being a military guy, I like the Army green. I'm going to take my lawnmower blade that I have and sell it. Can't get much for it, but because I'm going to buy the double blade, because next month I got to cut grass. All right, guys, we got our lawnmower blade, and we're off to the shop. Trade this stuff in. Looking exciting. Hey, guys, well, I like my old tractor. Now, don't get me wrong, but this thing goes 26 miles an hour instead of 20, and it's got twice the power. And check out my mower I got. Look at that. So cool. But getting from point A to point B is just going to be quicker too, just because it got more top speed. But pulling those logs, you know, some of them I could pull like 2 or 3 miles an hour, and that was it. This thing is doing great. Can't wait to try it on one of those big logs. It's bound to do better. It's got nice wide tires on it for the snow. It don't sag at all going up this hill. All right, let's go get hot on these logs, and I'll put these blades up. We're going to need them next month. Cut that grass. Make some hay. Getting low on hay inside. All right, let's go get hot. Hey guys, check this out. It don't quite have the turning radius my other tractor did, but instead of pulling it at 2 or 3 miles an hour, I'm going to 18 over here. This is going to make short work of these trees. So much faster. This is going to be awesome. I'm excited. Oh yeah. Hey guys, check it out. It is summer in Alaska. Look at this. This is so cool. So what I got to do is head down here and get hot and cut my grass right off the bat. Well, check it out, guys. We are cutting grass. This new lawnmower is so much faster. Look at this. This is awesome. And I'm liking this new tractor, too. It's got a lot more power. This is going to go a lot quicker than it did before. And there you go. Look at this. Nice wide swath. This is the way to cut grass right here. Look at that. All right, we'll get this done. We'll be back. Hey, check it out, guys. We got it all cut, and now we're tedding it. Look at all this grass we're going to have. But we need it because our cows are slowly multiplying. In fact, they had some more babies. 10 of our cows had babies, so we got 10 more cows. So in 18 months, they'll start making milk. So that's going to help us out. And there you go. Oh, by the way, they had a used baler up there at the shop. So I'm going to trade my baler and get this one because it makes little bigger bales. So it won't be as many to bale up and carry. So that's going to help me out. One thing I did forget is I need the front end loader attachment for this tractor. So I can use my front end loader, my bell fork. So when we're done with this, after we get it windrowed and all that, I'm going to go trade my baler and get a front end loader attachment. I may have to take a little firewood first because I don't quite have enough money. We'll see how it goes. But all right, we're getting it done. Look at all this hay. You can't dawdle around here because you only got like a day or two of summer. So this is it. Well, guys, check it out. We got it all tedded. Now we're windrowing it. It's going to be quite a bit of grass there when we're done. I'm liking my new tractor here. Making this work pretty easy. Doesn't strain either up the hills. Look at that. When I'm done with this, I got to go pick up my new baler, so that'd be cool. All right, we'll get this done so we can go get our baler and start baling this up. Okay, guys, check it out. Look at all our rows of hay behind me. So what I'm going to do now is go up to the shop, trade my baler, and grab the other baler. We'll be back when we start baling this. I don't know if I can get it all done before dark, but I can always finish it. Hopefully there's no snow tomorrow, next month. So we'll head over to the shop and swap this out. Hey, check it out, guys. We are back. We got our baler, our new baler. And I can make bigger bales with this, 180 centimeters or 5.9 feet here on the U.S. Imperial system. So look at that. So the bale's a little bigger. Won't be quite as bad to store. So there you go. Because before I had 125 centimeter bales, maybe 150. That baler was smaller though. This will be bigger. All right, so we're going to bale all this, and I'm going to have to take a break in there somewhere, but I'm going to try to get this done, as much done as I can before it gets dark. Oh yeah, this one works better than that other baler. That other baler was old. I think we're going to get quite a few bales. Woo, that's too much like work. I tell you what, I got to go get a drink or something because it's in the upper 60s out here. But man, I'm not used to this heat. Woo, it is hot. Dude, what is that? Looks like a police officer. Remember, I came up here hiding from the IRS. What he's doing up here? Why is he up here? Oh my goodness. What do you think he wants? I don't know if I should go up there or not. Looks like he's leaving. I don't know, looking around. I wonder if the IRS has found me. Oh man. What the heck am I gonna do?